Okay, very quick introduction from me. I have somebody with me today who you can see on this screen who I believe will help you work out why you're not where you want to be with your body, with your health, maybe even with money and relationships, and will help you get to where you want to get to with a few very, very simple tweaks and shifts. His name is Ashley Bishop, and if you stick around, you're going to find out how to do what you're not doing so that you can get what you're not getting. Ashley Bishop, hello, how are you?
Good morning, very well, thank you. You?
I'm fantastic, thanks, mate. So, I'm conscious of people's time, and I know that it's extremely valuable. So, as I'm conscious and aware of that, tell people who you are and who do you serve. Go.
Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Ashley Bishop of Expert Bodyology. So, I motivate busy businessmen to take action so they can look and feel their best. Because I really believe that when you look and you feel your best, you give your best to yourself, to your family, and to your business. Most of my clients that I work with would really resonate when I say that they have had and enjoy professional success, but at the sacrifice of their health and their well-being. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell.
Superb. And there's a lot of people out there who have done that. Yeah, that's exactly it. So, first question. What do you believe, or what have you seen in the clients that you serve and help, has or is stopping them from getting what they want?
I think there's several, right? But I think the biggest one of all that we've all used is time. I'm just too busy. You know, business is too busy. You know, I've got a lot going on in the family life. I just don't have the time. It's business first, family second, and me last. And of course, most of the time it is an excuse. You know, we do have the time to do it. The reason we don't is because we think it just takes so much time. You know, the old traditional thought pattern of you've got to go to the gym for an hour, 3 or 4 times a week. You know, when realistically, again, this is just absolute nonsense, and we just hang on to that for dear life to just stay stuck. Because a lot of people actually quite enjoy being stuck.
Yeah, definitely.
And then hopefully people will eventually come along and it sort of sinks in that actually this whole time issue is just a load of nonsense, and if I utilise a little bit of time right now, I can get quite a big path to the other side. You
did a really good exercise with me last week on the time thing. Are you happy to just quickly do that on your board there with the whole how many hours I sleep, how many hours I work, and then the hours that I've got left, just so people can see, for the people that learn by seeing, you happy to do that? So if we use, so what's that number there?
Right, so we've got 168.
Yeah.
Which most people, when I first say 168, just have no real idea. It's just a random number.
Yeah.
So, but let's use you. So how many hours a night do you sleep roughly, on average?
8.
8. Excellent. Now, my maths are terrible. So I'm going to use the wonders of technology. So you sleep for roughly 56 hours a week.
So that first number, that 168, is how many hours there are in a week, is that right?
How many hours there are in a week.
Got it, okay.
So you sleep up to 56. Now, roughly, how many hours a week do you work?
Let's say I've had a busy, productive week, and I do 8 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Right, so you do a 40-hour week. So you work and sleep for 96 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So wonderful maths. So this leaves you with 72 hours a week for everything else.
Okay.
So this would be family time. You know, this would be couples time. This would be time for you with friends, whatever.
Eating.
But you still have 72 hours a week to do stuff in.
Okay, so if we divide that by 7 days, what's that? 10 hours a day?
Just put your phone down.
I could do 72 divided by 7. It's not even 10. Is it 10 hours a day? I don't know.
10.2 hours a day.
Oh, okay, cool.
10.2 is. So yeah, 10 hours a day. Let's round it.
Okay, so then if I'm doing, let's say I'm spending 2 hours with the family, an hour at breakfast, an hour at lunch, an hour at dinner, that still leaves me with 5 hours a day.
Yeah,
Got it. And there'll be a lot of people out there that work the 40-hour work weeks, maybe a little bit more, maybe sometimes a little bit less. It's about that. There'll be people that will sleep between 7 and 9 hours a night. So those numbers are very similar to a lot of people, right?
yeah,
Okay, cool. Fantastic. So we've almost removed the excuse that I haven't got time.
yeah.
Okay, so now I've found
An excuse.
okay, so now I've found that time. You've now shown me that I've got 5 hours a day. Okay? It's how I utilize that time, right? So what could I do in that time if I'm a busy business owner, if I'm your ideal client, busy business owner with a family, committed to serving those around me, clients and family, and showing up for them? What could I do in these 5, 4, 3, 2, even 1 hour a day to help me change my health and fitness? What could I do?
Well, I mean, there's loads of things. I love, first thing in the morning, fall out of bed and do something for 5 minutes.
Okay.
To split it up, that could be 2 minutes of exercise, 2 minutes of focused breathing, sort of deep diaphragmatic breathing. Could be a minute just thinking, what do I need to do today?
Okay.
What are my top 3 priorities today?
Got it. Nice.
But it's just that 5 minutes. It's just literally you just get yourself focused.
Yeah.
Right, mate, you focus on the day ahead and you get on. Most people, let's face it, they stay up late at night, binge watch Netflix, in the bed. So, of course, their sleep is rubbish anyway because they're falling asleep with the television on. It's very low quality sleep. Get up in the morning,
Grab the phone, check Facebook, emails, respond, react.
of course. You end up at work at 9 o'clock in the morning. You've dropped the kids off, you've been through that, you're really stressed. 9 o'clock in the morning, the steam's coming out your ears, you're really stressed out. And you're not productive. It takes you 3 hours to do 1 hour's worth of work. So just trading this 5 minutes in the morning just to get up, 5 minutes on yourself, bit of exercise, deep diaphragmatic breathing and focus on the day ahead, it just gets you in the right frame of mind and you are more productive throughout the rest of the day.
So it's about then looking at the habits that we have and maybe just slightly changing them. Now you did a great, you went through a really good, important thing with me recently about this triangle, this pyramid that you use. And a lot of people spend their time in the middle bit. I'll let you go into what it is and what they do. But a lot of people spend most of their time in the middle bit of this triangle. And then they don't really go into the above and the below bit. And I think we're in agreement that that's what's keeping people stuck, is they're just floating in that middle bit and they're not going into the top and they're not addressing the bottom part. And if people don't do this, then I believe that they're just going to fail. They're going to fail. They're going to remain frustrated and stuck and not get what they want. So Ash, if you're happy to go through this, then it's over to you, buddy.
Great. So most people give up very quickly, right? We see it very, very often, in our profession. People come to us and they say, I'm really on it for 2 weeks and then something goes wrong, I fall off the wagon and I just give up. And then a few months later, they'll do it again and, it's just that cycle. Do something for 2 or 3 weeks, give up. And for me, the reason is because the goals that people set are what I call tier 2 goals. Or second tier goals, call it what you like. They're focusing on the middle bit. You ask, well, what do you want to achieve? Well, I want to lose 2 stone of fat, I want to get fit, I want to lose 2 trouser sizes, whatever it may be. These are great, but they're tier 2 goals. And ultimately, they're not the real goal. They fit in just this. We've got, I put minus pounds, minus inches.
Plus confidence. Put confidence in there on that right one. Plus confidence. Plus C or whatever you want to. Because I think a lot of people out there want a bit more confidence.
You want a C plus, do you? These are tier 2 goals. And the problem with these is on the days when you get up and you don't want to do the new thing, you have that resistance, you get to that point where you normally give up. You give up because you're focused solely on the tier 2 goals. You're focused on what can I do to lose weight? What can I do to lose inches? What can I do to be more confident?
And usually that's different to what people are used to doing. And people, they don't like change, right? They don't like doing different things.
Who wants to change? You know, we want to stay, you know, without going into the real boring neuroscience of it, our brain wants to keep us safe.
Yeah.
And the only way to do that is by trying to get us to keep doing the same things over and over and over.
Even if it's not working on a logical level.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So at this point, you know, we need to shift from focusing on the tier 2 goals to focus on this top tier goal, which is why you want these things. I put why in here. Why do you want to lose 2 stone? Why do you want to lose inches around your belly? Why do you want more confidence? So actually, instead of wanting to lose weight, you want to look in the mirror and go, yeah, I would. You know, you want to walk into your bedroom and you want your wife, your partner, to just rip your clothes off. You know, 'cause you're standing there like this, rather than sort of turning the light out and sort of taking your clothes off and sneaking into bed. You know, you want to be able to stand up in the boardroom being really confident. You want to have more energy, so when you get home after a busy day in the office, you know, you've got the energy to keep having kids. These are what it's really about. Why do you want these things? Now, when you start figuring that stuff out, guess what? On the days you don't want to do it, well, hang on a minute, I've got to do this because it's important to me to have a better relationship with my kids. I need to be a better role model for my kids. Guess what? You get your ass out of bed and do the thing. There is no excuse. You just get up and do it. So this is important. This is one of the first steps, anyway, from my point of view, is, well, why do you want these things?
Yeah.
This is what you want, and that's fine, but this is why you want it. Most people just stick, well, this is what I want. They never really know why they want it. And when I first question people, so why do you want that? No. Well, guess what? On those days you don't do it, no, won't do it. Well, when you know why it's important, you get up and you do the thing. You know, I mean, a great example for me today is chucking it down rain outside. Well, on a Monday, I go for a run in the morning for work. I hate running in the rain. It's not fun for me. I don't enjoy it. And I spent 10 minutes before I was going out for this run. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm really, you know, just trying to find an excuse to use to not go out. And I just end up going, actually, hang on a minute, why is it important to go out? Why is it important for me to look after myself? Oh, yeah, that's why. Right. Actually, go. I did.
And how do you feel now, having not wanted to and still done it anyway? How do you feel?
Great, brilliant.
And that's what people are chasing, right? Sorry to talk over you. That's what people, they want the feeling, don't they?
Yeah. Now, I'll just move on to this bottom bit.
Yeah, because for me, I think this is the most important bit. This is the bit will determine whether you do what you're going to do to get the why. So, yeah, go for it.
So this is basically, these are the foundations. These here are your habits, which could be hydration. I'll just put hydrate. This could be exercise. Could be sleep. What's another one?
Self-talk.
Now, if I put stress management.
Okay, yeah.
So these are then the important things, because the habits that you have, the habits that you create, give you the second tier goals. Now, when you achieve these, you achieve the top one. So it's all about moving up, moving on. A lot of people forget about this, and this is the other problem for me when people just focus on the middle here, is they forget about this, because it's this at any cost, right? Right, I'll lose 2 stone. I'll lose 2 stone. So it then becomes, what can I do to lose 2 stone? Well, I'm going to do some bizarre workout regime. I'm going to do some fatty diet. You know, I'm going to go all in and just really, you know, if I work really hard for 3 months, I can lose 2 stone. Now, of course, they lose the 2 stone if they get that far, and they do achieve it. But the problem we then have is because they don't know why it's important, they've been so focused here, they've not created new habits, and it's, well, I've got 2 stone, what now? Now, and go back. So they then just go back to their original habits and carry on. you, because when you do that, when you have new habits, this is what you do. You know, driving a car is habitual. Brushing your teeth is habitual.
So would you say that the people who have and the people who haven't, in terms of, let's say, a healthy body, the people who have healthy bodies and the people who don't just have different set of habits? Obviously, there's a whole plethora of other things, but habits, they're like the main piece of the pyramid.
The only thing, you know, when I speak to people and they say, oh, you know, you must be a fitness freak, you love it. It's like, no, I don't love it. You know, I don't mind exercising. There's some type of exercise I hate. You know, I hate cycling.
Yeah.
I exercise 5 to 6 times a week because it's habitual. I get up in the morning, I put my workout gear on, get the kids up, washed, dressed, dropped off to school, to nursery, and then I do my exercise. You know, it even then goes the night before. The night before I get to bed, I get my work gear out, hang it up, and I then lay out my workout gear. It's habitual. Someone that doesn't have, you know, someone's habit that is, I don't exercise, that's their habit. The only difference is the fact that I've created a habit where I exercise 5, 6 days a week. Now, of course, my big thing is it's got to be time efficient. So my run, I do 2 runs a week, which takes me about 25 minutes. Otherwise, my workouts are sort of 17 to 21 minutes. For me, it's all about being time efficient. You know, when you're busy, you know, with a business and family, you don't have a lot of spare time, let's face it.
Yeah.
So when you actually just do things the right way for a short amount of time and you do it daily, you create new habits, and it's just the norm. Guess what? You create new habits, you achieve your tier 2 goals. Guess what?
Yeah.
You get why you want these things.
And if anybody wants to know an example of this working, you shared like your journey recently. Was it a 6-week or an 8-week thing that you did, or a 12-week thing? It's how many? Sorry.
8 weeks.
So it was an 8-week thing, and so you shared your starting weight, your progress, and your end weight. And you're a busy business owner, dad, doing lots of other things. Doesn't really enjoy doing exercise. You're not a fitness freak, quote unquote. So what were the results that you experienced?
I lost in 8 weeks. I dropped 12 pounds. We just at the end, we had a couple of birthday events to go to, so it might have been close to time. But yeah, and I lost 5.5 inches off my waist. And
is that down? What was that down to?
It was just down to creating new habits. So I've created some habits. You know, even being a health fitness professional, business first, family second. Like, you know, I'd fallen into my own trap.
Yeah.
So just literally, right, let's focus. Let's get hydrated. Let's start doing some daily exercise. Let's start changing the nutrition. So I just looked at, right, what do I want to achieve? Why is it important to me? Okay, what habits do I need?
And you literally just changed those. So those habits that you see there, the hydration, exercise, sleep, and stress, you just changed them slightly from what you were doing before. And the byproduct was the weight loss, more confidence, the inch loss. And now your family and your clients get a better version of you showing up for them.
Yeah. Hence, when you look your best, you feel your best, you give your best.
Completely agree. And that's what I think a lot of business owners really want to do. I think that's why a lot of business owners get into business. I think outsiders see it as, they just want to try and grab money and they want the success and the fame. We, as a business owner, I know for me, I got into it because I want to help people. Yeah. I know you are doing that.
I got into it. You know, I've always found, you know, how the body works fascinating. But for me, when I was 19, it's like, right, okay, if I want to be able to provide for a family in the future, I kind of need the time to spend with them and also the finances. Well, how can I do it? The only way to do that is to set up my business.
Yeah.
So that, and I think this speaks to a lot of sort of busy businessmen who are very family centred and family orientated. The reason they set up their own business was very similar reasons to me.
Yeah.
You know, they wanted more time and more money.
Yeah.
To provide.
Yeah.
But get trapped in that vicious circle of, you might have the money, but you don't have the time and you don't have the fitness, the energy, the enthusiasm, the confidence to then really enjoy it.
sacrifice your health for wealth kind of thing. And that's a very popular quote that's out there. So without sounding too cliche, we sacrifice health for wealth, and then we end up spending our wealth trying to re-get our health, don't we? So,
as I always put it, when someone says to me, well, who's your ideal client? I always tell them, say, look, my ideal client is a busy businessman who has created professional success, but at the cost of his health and well-being. Yeah.
And you now give him their health and well-being back without sacrificing the professional success, wealth, whatever you want to call it. So you can have it all, if you like.
You can have the professional success, and you can be in great shape.
Yeah.
And of course, great shape is very personal to you. It doesn't have to be on the front cover of Men's Health magazine.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a rippling 8-pack and bulging biceps. It's all about you looking in the mirror and going, yeah, I'm pleased with that.
And the great thing is, for anybody out there that says no, you can't have the businesses and success and the health, I just say, just look at Richard Branson. He's got 200 companies, and he's in quite good shape. Like you said, he's not on the front cover of Men's Health, but he's got loads of energy. He seems to spend really good quality time with his family, and his business is doing all right.
Yeah, exactly.
And another one like Jeff Bezos. Guy from business owners will know who he is, but again, he's not an overweight, unhealthy, tired. You know what I mean? He might be tired, I don't know, but do you know what I mean? And then Gary Vaynerchuk, another example. Busy guy, but health first, self first.
Exactly. Yeah, because the thing, and this is kind of like my philosophy is, if you're not looking your best and feeling your best, which is sort of like the external and the internal stuff, you really struggle to give your best because you don't have the energy, you don't have the go, you don't have the focus, the productivity, the performance. So you will always struggle.
Yeah, got it. So, if the business owner now is sit there watching this, they go, right, give me a tangible thing that I can do or that I can change or a new habit that I can still, just something really, because I'm really busy, I've got loads to do. What 1, 2 or 3 things can I do now?
2 things. For the next 30 days, increase your hydration to about 3 litres a day.
Cool.
Download a free app. There are tons of free apps. Download a free app. Track your water consumption every day. Build it up over the next 30 days to around about 3 litres.
Okay, got it.
Second thing, and that doesn't take up any time, right? Just grab a drink. Second thing, start doing press-ups every day.
Okay.
Now, it's not this whole do 100 every day for 30 days. Set your benchmark. If you can do 5 press-ups the first day, fantastic, well done. The next day, do another one. The next day, do another one. And build up. Cool. And over 30 days, by doing those 2 things, you are going to see a marked difference in your physique, but also how you feel and your personal output. You can increase your personal output by 20% every day. So you can gain, 2 to 4 hours every single day of more time to spend in your business, on your business, and with your family by doing these 2 little things.
Superb. And last question, if there is, I'm sure there is somebody out there who's thinking, hey, this guy sounds like he knows his stuff. He's actually experienced it himself. He's got the results for his clients. I want to have another conversation with him, or I'm thinking about working with him. How can people get in touch with you? Where do they go? What's the next step for them?
Well, if you're on Facebook, you can look me up, Ashley Bishop, or there's my business page, which is Expert Bodyology, or ping me an email, ashley@ashleybishop.co.uk.
Superb. Anything you want to add? Any questions I didn't ask that you wanted me to ask? Anything else you want to say?
I think we've covered the basics, and get the basics right, build the foundations, and you're there.
Superb. Ashley Bishop, thank you very, very much for your time this morning. Pardon?
Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure, buddy, and I'll speak to you soon.
Yeah, take care.
Ta-da.